All right, we're going to add the final piece is the door and window schedule. So we're going to do that under, I think it's under view, or is it under annotate? Let's see, I was confused that. View, does that say schedules? Schedules, right there. All right, so we want to create a schedule, and I want to create a quantity schedule. Let's go with window first. So go all the way down to the bottom of the sheet, pick window. And I want to add for a window schedule family and type, count for a quantity, width, and a height. And I think that's it. Let's see, type mark. We'll add that and type. So one of these we're going to end up getting rid of. So let's put the count up on the top. So you click on the item you want on top, and we want type, type mark, and family and type to follow. Actually, I'm going to add one more. It's going to be family, because we're going to get rid of some of these. All right. Once you hit OK, or here we'll hit filter. No, we're going to hit OK first. We're going to see what that is. So this gives us our doors and our windows. Now I can tell here that I don't need to have all of this information. You see how a lot of the information is redundant. We have family and type, we have family, we have type, we have count, and we have type mark. I'm going to get rid of type, family and type. I'm going to keep family and type as separate so I can see the actual type of window and then its size. And then I'm going to get rid of width and height. All right, so I do that by going into the scheduling. So I highlight window schedule, and I want to edit the fields, okay, and properties. So I wanted to get rid of family and type, so I'm going to remove it. I want to get rid of width and height. And then I want to put type mark up in front of count, and then family first, and then lastly type, and then hit OK. So see, now we have our count, we have our type mark, we have our family, and then we have our type or size of window. Now this doesn't seem like necessary. We should be able to consolidate these and show how many we have of each one of these types. So I'm going to then go into sorting and grouping. So sorting and grouping, we're going to edit, and I want to sort by type mark. And I don't want to itemize every instance. I want to turn that off. And as soon as I do that, it's going to give me a quantity of each window type, and that's exactly what I want my window schedule to look like. Once I'm done with the window schedule, I can now add it to my floor plan and loft by going under Windows, going to floor plan and loft, drag and dropping the window schedule onto the sheet. So drag it onto the sheet, extend it, give it plenty of room. There's no reason why it has to be all bunched up like that. And then I'm ready to make the door schedule. So you make the door schedule in a similar way. I'm going to create a new schedule. Pick doors from the list instead. And I want for doors some slightly different ones. So we're not going to do count for doors. We're going to do family. We're going to add mark and type mark, width and height. We may end up deleting some things again too, but for now we'll start with that. And we're going to put mark on top. All right, so when we hit OK, take a look at what our schedule looks like. We have the door type, or mark rather. We have what kind of door it is. This type mark is not necessary, but we want to keep width and height. So I need to get rid of type mark. So I'm going to, under door schedule, highlight that, and then edit the fields and get rid of type mark. Now the door schedule is ready. So then we go to our floor plan and loft plan and drag and drop the door schedule onto the same sheet. I want to expand that so that we have a better looking door schedule. And then our project is pretty much done as far as as the annotation and the upper levels. And now we are going to come back to these projects and add a lot more detailed annotation section-wise, and then we're going to add foundations and things like that to this. But for now, we've got a pretty good handle on the annotation for what we have so far.